All right, folks, welcome back to the Jimmy O Show here with the Week 5 Players of the Week. We start in defense this time. Been led by this defense all year long, so why not start off the show with these guys? Before we get started, please be sure to check out ftwcollective.com. Find out more about our collective and how you can get involved to help these student athletes. One big way you can get involved, not from our football guys, but you guys can talk about how much fun y'all had at the Wine and Dine. But we got a similar event coming up for basketball. It's going to be called the Tip-Off. It's the Friday before homecoming at the Palace Cafe. Tickets are $150 per person. There's a 3-4 course menu along with beverages, if you'd like, available. It should be a great time with Coach Hunter and his crew. And then our charity partner of the week, we saw Coach Fritz wearing the Son of a Saint hat in the press conference. We'll go with Son of a Saint, one of our great partners who I know all you guys have done work with and enjoyed, and it's just a valued relationship for us. So, with all the business out of the way, let's get started with the Defensive Players of the Week. How we doing, guys?
Doing great.
Amazing.
I think we probably know, everybody knows by now who we're dealing with. I mean, these are some of the stars of Welcome to Uptown, by the way, on ESPN Plus. We got Bailey Despanie right here. We got J-Bo, Jarius Monroe, and then Devean Deal at the end. How we doing, guys?
Doing good.
All right. Well, excited for a bye week.
Excited. So excited for a bye week.
Never really the bye week, when you're rolling, I remember, it's kind of like we just want to keep playing every week, when you're having success. But of course, it does help to kind of lay back a little bit, kind of get your legs back under you, right?
Yeah, you think about all those guys you might be getting back, all that. You're getting the guy's best, you're going to get everybody's best. Everybody's going to get healthy. Everybody's going to be ready to go. Mm-hmm. So that's exciting to see how a team comes out and perform that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like throughout the last 5 weeks we had a lot of bumps and bruises, so being able to get everybody back healthy is going to be a good one. A big one coming up against Memphis.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got to be excited about that one. The odds maker, not that y'all pay that much attention to it, but, if you look at all the advanced stuff in Vegas, they kind of think that we're going to be double-digit favorites in all our games the rest of the year, except for Memphis. Memphis is the one that at least the people in the desert think is going to be a close matchup, and y'all have seen some film on them. They're legit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely a really good team. We treat all our opponents with the same respect, though. We're going to treat this opponent the same way we treated our last opponent. Watch as much film as we could watch, try to pick up on anything we could pick up, and just follow our coaches. We trust our coaches so much, man, and that's what it's all about, just following their plan, the plan that they give us.
Yeah. And guys, Devin, you had a huge game last week against UAB, but it wasn't without, not you individually, but it wasn't without our hard part. UAB hadn't had a lot of team success this year, but we really saw a pretty good offensive performance from them against us. One of the toughest challenges we've seen yet.
I mean, UAB was a good team. We knew that from watching film. They presented some challenges. They had a back that ran hard, and our scheme allows us to play fast early on. We just had a little fit issue, and once we got that fixed, I felt like we played great. But that's part of the game. That's the beauty of the bye week. We get to go back and self-scout and see what other teams are going to try to attack, and as well as get people healthy, like Jacob said. So.
Right, and you mentioned the fit issue. You're talking specifically with respect to the run game, their ability to they kind of hit us on a few stretch plays in the first half, really, and then I think we did a better job as the game went on with that. But I guess, guys, y'all talk to me a little bit about how it's been. Coach Wood comes in the spring. You get to know him a little bit then, and through fall camp, new defense. Talk to me about the relationship and just sort of getting in the same mindset, on the same page, I guess, with Coach Wood.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, anytime you meet any new person, you want to get a feel from, especially if they're going to be around you and this family, because that's what this is. This is a family to us. So they're joining the family. You want to get to know them, and want to follow them if they're the leader of that group. So that being our leader, our DC, we obviously wanted to follow him as quick as we can. It took a while for us to pick up on everything that he was giving us to lead. But, man, he's amazing. He's a great leader. Mm-hmm. He's an amazing coach. He's a great at adjusting during the game. He's great at watching film with us, just keeping us level-headed, keeping us going. He pushes us every day just to be great. He does not want anybody to stay stagnant. He wants to get better every day. So our DC's amazing, man. It's been amazing developing a relationship with him.
I think one of the best things that he do is making sure everybody on the same page. Mm-hmm. From the player standpoint, the coach's standpoint. Throughout the spring, that's something things that like most teams mess up while coming in with a new DC, new defense, everybody not being on the same page. So I feel like that's something that he did good coming in from the spring, fall camp, and now into the season.
Yeah, and, I mean, just sort of the effective leadership, right? And I mean, you see some of that in the huddles. Like, you know, you talk about the in-game adjustments. You know, I was watching there at UAB. You know, you could kind of see him putting in, you know, whether it was a new technique or whatever. I don't know what play y'all were talking about, what the defense particularly y'all were talking about, but you can see him in the middle kind of going position group to position group saying, okay, now look, this is going to be your, you know, and motion with his hands, like basically kind of saying, like, you're going to play this a little differently than we had planned to play it, but it worked out. And it's obvious you guys have taken well to it, Devin. You know, you've been living in the backfield all year long, but 4 TFLs in a game, that had to feel pretty good.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it felt good. I didn't know what the number was until after, but I knew we were rolling. And like, this defense is really aggressive, so it's a lot of fun for us, especially up front, that we get to attack. Our cover guys give us help, so we can get there. We play off each other. But no, 4 TFLs is kind of fun.
Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
I saw you put your. By the way, I saw you making sure it was noted on the sack chart after that first sack. So if you haven't caught the prior episode, but we learned that that defensive lineman, they keep a sack chart. Everybody get their name on the board for a sack in the game, and so he was making sure
He was on the
he was
sack
making
chart.
sure they got it.
That's
They got
nice.
that down.
But one thing I want to say is like our DC does a great job at keeping us a part of the scheme. You know, his defense is very player oriented. Like he sits there and he'll ask us like, "Do y'all want to run this or this?" And I've never had a coach do that, man. Just like the confidence he has in us, the trust he has in us, is just crazy, and I love it so much. I love it.
Mm-hmm. And so Slim, I gotta drift for a second though, man. I was in Lafayette yesterday. I was not as hospitably welcome as I'd like to have been. But look, it was professional. I was there for work, for a deposition. They trying to come get money from my client, and they treated them poorly, man. They didn't represent your people well.
See, that's because you went to Lafayette and not Carencro.
That's right. That's right.
You went to Lafayette and not Carencro.
You can go to Carencro, get a warm welcome, even if you're the bad guy. I like that. Guys, you know, I guess, you know, it's just been kind of funny, or not funny, but it's really nice for me to watch. You know, having been around the program now these last 2 years with the collective and all that, it's just interesting watching you develop as men and players. You know, Devin, you know, we had you on the show sometime last year, kind of shy, and I know that's not really your personality, but you know, with the camera on for the first time, a little quiet. Now you're so comfortable behind it. You know, Slim, I just look at your development this year, dude. It's like, you know, most people's development is kind of up a little bit, then down and up. You just been kind of like climb. I mean, like every game, like you're going from new guy, untested to a guy that we can count on to make plays all the time. And J-Bo, I mean, dude, I remember when we first talked after the AAC championship. That was the first time you and I even talked. I think. Yeah. And you like, you know, it was a little whatever, and now I mean it's like we're best friends. I mean, of course, we are from the same area. So
Yeah, we too tight, man. We too tight.
That helps, but just seeing you step up as a leader and just allowing your personality to shine. You're the fact that you know, just such a good person, and you let that shine into the world is a great thing. So I can't thank y'all enough. I know I'm going to have all 3 of you back here again some point later in the season. So y'all make sure to hang tight. You know, keep my number on speed dial, and we're gonna get you back on here as another player of the week later on the season. How's that?
Hopefully.
Definitely, I'm trying to come back next week.
That's right. And look, you know, start working right now with the equipment crew. You know, we got to be working about a homecoming fit. Make sure it's the right one. It's around the corner, so we got to make sure we look right. All right.
Yeah, I do want to give a shout out to our equipment guy, Cody. He's amazing.
Yeah, awesome.
I think we will have a nice fit for homecoming.
I know. Well, we lost that, and I was a little nervous. You know, he was with the Saints now, but look, you're still in good hands.
Cody's amazing.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, that'll do it for this segment of the Players of the Week. We're gonna be right back with the next segment of the Jimmy O Week 5 Player of the Week episode. We're here with our 2 special teams players of the week, Mandel Eugene Jr. and Lawrence Keys. How we doing, gentlemen?
Good.
And of course, our captain, one of the offensive players of the week, Sincere Haynesworth. How we doing, Sincere?
Doing great. How you doing?
Oh, good, man. I'm always good when you on my show. So, folks, let's just jump right into it. We kind of covered some of the business on the front end. We'll hit it on the back end. Tougher week than I think fans expected. I know that's not, y'all don't get into that mindset. You know, y'all take every opponent seriously as 1-0 mentality and all that. But UAB brought a little fight to us. There's no doubt about that.
for sure. We knew going in that they're a great team. It was 2 years ago. We weren't expecting, them to be as good as they are, but that's a good program, and good programs usually have strong teams. They have a set of rules, morals, kind of how we've got our 1-0. I'm sure they've got things mantras they go by over there, but that's just a good program. We're kind of expecting that coming in.
Yep, there's no doubt. How about you, Keys? I mean, you're special teams player of the week, but I mean, you kind of caught a pretty big pass in there too.
Yeah, most definitely. Shout out to my guys Sincere and the O-line. They held it on the front, and gave Pratt, time to deliver a great ball. And I mean, it's just something we've been working on a lot, all summer, spring. I mean, I could do it all over again. We sat down a lot with the receivers, quarterbacks, and we worked on our connection. I mean, it's where just preparation meet performance,
I mean, we kind of knew you were going to get one-on-one. I could have done with, like, a 15-yard in or so. I didn't need to necessarily go for the deep ball into the wind, but, that's you and Pratt. That's how y'all roll, I guess.
Yeah. Still a deal.
And then Mandel, man, I mentioned it before the show, my fellow Comet, St. Charles Catholic.
Yes, sir.
Now in your third year as a member of the team. Earning your time to shine, and this is your first Player of the Week honor as a Green Wave member. How's that feel?
I can't say it feels great for this to be my first time, and I plan on having many more. I prepared with these guys as always, and with our team, meeting with Coach Kreisel. Just building good habits. So this may be the first time, but not the last time.
I was about to say, look, my guests have a habit of repeat performances. I'd like to take the credit for it. I don't think I get much of it, but I'd like to think it's because y'all want to spend time with me. I think y'all just like playing well. But, either way, my guests do come back, so we're looking forward to having you many more times over the course of your career. Talk to me a little bit about what, as far as the special teams went, what did UAB sort of present? What we did actually get opportunities to return a few times, and Lawrence, you had some good returns there. What was the key sort of the success special teams wise in that game?
I mean, it was just making adjustments. We prepared for certain things that UAB did that we see from a lot of teams that have done. Like kickoff, when it comes to kickoff returning, a lot of balls have been going to the end zone. We really didn't receive as many so far this year, but I mean, when we got the chance to get those chances, we took advantage of them, and just coming back out of halftime, just making adjustments and just being there and ready for any given moment. When we get a chance to make a play.
And Mandel, what the units that you're on? Which of the special team units are you running on right now?
I'm on KOR, kickoff return, kickoff, and PBR.
Okay. That PBR is the pump block and return. Gotcha. Okay. So we can give you credit. I'll just be looking for your number every time when I see Jaquan or Keys breaking. Getting those blocks down. You Sincere give you a private clinic there on how to engage and finish blocks?
I've been learning from Sincere since my freshman year.
We can learn a lot from Sincere in all walks of life. It ain't just football.
Yeah.
Big fella, man. We kind of got to see that running game get it going a little bit. How did that feel out there?
It felt great. It's been a long time coming. We haven't got the results in the run game that we wanted the first few games, but we just got to stick to it. Keep going at it. Keep attacking the run game. Come out here and practice and go harder every time. We after those games we came in here as an offensive line and talked about how we want to be able to run the ball. That's what we want to hang our hat on, and to just have that mentality going out to practice and seeing it pay off and having the opportunity to build and stack on top of that. It feels great.
Yeah, look, I was quite a bit nervous. I'm scanning the sideline before the game, and I see my guy, one of my favorite guests, and your lieutenant to your left there's Prince in street clothes. I wasn't ready to see that. Yeah. Hopefully, so I guess the bye week, first of all, the bye week comes at a great time for guys like Prince, right, to get them back on the field. But, man, Shadre Hurst stepped up, and, I mean, I can tell you there were long points of that game you look at. It was, I don't want to say no drop-off, but, I mean, the unit was working. It was getting its work done. It was being successful, even with the young fella stepping in at that left guard position.
Right. Shadre, all the young guys, all starters, young guys, backups, everybody, we all come up here and we work our tail off. And that's just a testament to, Shadre and how he works to be able to be ready for when his name was called and take advantage of that opportunity. I'm really proud of how he played, and he played with tremendous effort. And everybody's gonna have a few mistakes. He did a really good job of not letting those mistakes and those subjective calls, weigh him down and affect his play. I think he did a excellent job at that.
Yeah, and it's always a challenge with a young athlete. Obviously, he's got a lot of high school reps even before this under his belt. Has had a lot of success, but a lot of times when guys doing something for the first time, it's all fine and dandy when they're successful. But when that first adversity hit, how do you handle it?
Right.
You got singled out, big play erase with a holding call. How are you going to bounce back from that? And to your point, it looked like the kid just it was in a rear view mirror quickly, and he was moving on to the next play. That's a credit to him, and really the culture you guys have helped build here. So let's see. We're looking forward to Memphis. Happy to bye weeks here, get healthy, but we're looking forward to Memphis. Big opponent, big challenge. Mandel, you're 1-1 against Memphis, I think, right? You've been here 2 years, and all right, you're 1-1. Keys is 1-0, but that they snuck up on us at the end of the game. It was a party. We started partying too early last week. Big homecoming crowd, but Sincere, man, you got a few skeletons in a closet or something there dealing with Memphis, huh?
Absolutely. I talked about it earlier this week. It started last year with Joey, our previous left tackle. If you guys don't know who that is, but the revenge tour, and that rolls over into this next season. We've got a lot of history here at Tulane that we've got to get back for. We've got to establish the new Tulane, and that's definitely a big part of it is being able to have a great game against Memphis.
Yeah, and specifically, I think you've been up there twice. You've played there too, so you're 0-2. It's time to get a win down in off of Beale Street, huh?
Absolutely.
Let's do it, man.
Absolutely.
All right, well, folks, that will wrap it up for this week's episode of the Player of the Week episode for week 5. We got a couple more coming to you. They'll be on the Fear the Wavecast with Kelly later in the week, so be sure to look out for that. And once again, please go to ftwcollective.com to find out more about our collective and how you can help. Number 1. Number 2, please get over to that site and purchase your tickets for the tip-off. Let's show some love to Coach Hunter and his guys, just like you have so well for our football program. That event is going to be a great dinner like we did for the Wine and Dine at Rizzuto's. It's going to be a basketball version of that. The Friday right before homecoming, 6 to 9. And then finally, charity partner of the week, Son of a Saint, our guys over there. I guess with a bye week, y'all can get in and go see the guys, huh? Yeah, so good. All right. Well, folks, that'll do it for this episode of the Jimmy O Show. Please be sure to keep tuning in, keep seeing us, give us favorable comments and all that. These guys deserve it. Until next time, go away.
Go away.